This is another really cool species. Do you know it? Just guess. I love quizzing people on it because it's one of my favorites.
Well, it kind of looks like a Pseudosperma.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I mean, it has the spikes on it.
Okay.
During the International Aroid Society show this September, I met up with Kristin Cadavieco, the conservatory manager at Fairchild Tropical Botanic Gardens, to show us what's new in the conservatory.
We've got this cool, underappreciated Philodendron Linear. It's got like a rosette form under, so they
But
call
it still climbs. It climbs,
so
but a rosette.
Yep, and so I mean it's thought that it traps the litter, and that's how, you know, like epiphytes, it gets the food from there. But it's got an incredible structure, the way it grows. I think it's really nice.
It's very meaty too.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think the way like the leaves are up top, you could see almost like the water would slide right off. You know, it's like a really divoted in the central vein.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But we do see all the litter, and it's doing great here. It's kind of slow. It does flower on occasion, but I think this is native to Suriname, around that area, maybe into Brazil. So that's its natural habitat. A little bit drier, so that's why it does okay here. All right, so where do we go? Oh, this is our new addition. This was formerly cement.
Oh yeah, I remember this is all cement. I think there was a seat here. It was kind of neglected.
Yeah, so we were like, more plants. So they took them all out. We took all the cement out, and between all of us started planting a bunch of stuff. And it's fairly new, but everything is establishing really, really well.
Oh wow, look at this space right here.
Yeah,
this is
so
insane.
This is a Sperma Hambalia from Papua New Guinea, and the flower is incredible. Sorry, my hand.
Yeah. And now this is growing. When I look at Pseudospermas, often they're growing in like real watery, moist conditions.
Yep.
So is this one a little bit more dry land, or?
They can do a transition zone, and so this is like a slope, so we get a lot of water with irrigation. So it stays pretty moist here. So as long as you keep a Pseudosperma like constant with water, you can grow it like terrestrially, but it just got to have a lot of moisture.
Okay.
But yeah, they tend to be more like swampy or like river, creek sides and stuff like that.
And then what about this Pseudosperma behind here?
That's an undescribed species that we got from a grower in North Carolina, and it's very rare. I hate the word rare, right?
Yep.
But look, check this out. I wanted to show you this because the inflorescence did like a wild thing.
It's curlicue.
I don't know what happened. It usually like stands upright, but it kind of just did a thing. This is an undescribed Homalomenas. They're really beautiful ones.
I love the color. It's kind of got this burnt orange red.
Yeah, the older leaves tend to do that. It's really gorgeous. The shadier the area too is like the more black they get. And this one has like red undersides.
Oh yeah.
With the texture is just unbelievable. Like, I don't know if you talked about the Pentagonia before, but this is one of my favorite plants, and we finally got it to bloom. I don't know if there's any flowers now.
It doesn't look like it. But what's so favorite about this plant? What do you like about it?
I love texture, and I think, you know, the colors obviously are very striking. So it's got a very beautiful like shape of leaves. I don't know. It's a beautiful plant to look at. So. It got really hot this summer, so a lot of things are kind of crispy.
Yeah.
We have this is like an Anthurium regale hybrid. Not for sure what it is, but you know, regale is massive leaves. It's just incredible venation, beautiful heart-shaped leaves.
Yeah, very striking.
Yeah. And we've got Pipenum and Blissimum silver, which usually in the houseplant world, it's all like silvery streaked, but here we've got, it loses its silver and it reaches the top and turns massive, which, you know, should be cut down, I guess, at some point. But here it does incredible, and it just grows and grows and grows. And the foraminifera, the Rapidoptera foraminifera, one of my favorites too. One thing is super cool, so we have these like undescribed pipers. Yeah. And the vining types, if you see, they kind of like started going through their heteroblastic like thing, and So these leaves right there are this one, you know, so they have like all these like silver veining and then they lose it and they get a little more narrow. I'm amazed by pipers. They're really cool.
And there's a lot of undescribed pipers.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Like for example, this is the tiny, tiny, tiny one, and then if you see, this is how much it changes.
Oh,
so
that's the same one?
That's the same one.
Wow.
Yeah. So I find that fascinating how they just.
So similar to philodendron, how it actually changes like leaf shape. And
Also
color though, you know, the color is completely changed.
And it's
shape
But I thought for a while that, you know, the silver like glaucus was like a light-ish like thing, and you know, the reason they would lose it is because of higher light. But this is actually, it's super shady here, and they're also kind of doing that. So I think that's an interesting observation. A lot of people say like the silver is an adaptation to light, like level of light levels and stuff. So
they keep us guessing, these plants. Always keep us guessing. Now, is this a Homolomina as well, right here?
It is. This is, as far as we know, Truncata. Very close. It might be. There's a green form and there's this black, beautiful form. This might be like a nutritional thing there, but it does tend to. The older leaves get like that bronzing color. I don't know if you ever highlighted the Liquala.
These are phenomenal.
Matanensis.
These are phenomenal plants.
Always a pleasure to look at. Got a couple of forms here, but they love the RO. Like they've just taken off.
And great understory plants.
Yeah.
Awesome colorations are the ones that you have here.
Absolutely. We've got some unknown aglanima in here. They've got really beautiful patterns and colors. I think this was in one of their Thailand trips, so a lot of them,
they might be hybrids.
They might be hybrids, but never disappoint with the coloring. Was the Lingera flowering last time?
No, it wasn't actually.
Yeah, they're kind of on their way out, but they're there. So we got the corner eye.
Good.
So they last a long time, but we got a new crop, and here we are.
I found that I could grow. There's like one hardy Japanese ginger that we could grow. You eat the flowers.
Oh, really?
Called Miyogo ginger.
What does it taste like?
You know, I have to tell you, mine hasn't flowered yet. But they normally pickle it, so I'm assuming that it's going to taste a little bit like a pickle. Yeah, pickling. So whatever you pickle with, it's going to taste like that.
Awesome. I love pickled everything.
Me too. I'm like ferment queen.
So we have the classic Philodendron Gloriosome, of course.
These photograph so well.
Yeah, they
really do.
They have it all. They got beautiful emergent like abaxials.
Hello. Say hi to the camera.
So this one's really cool. We had it accessioned as a rhodospeda, but it looks strange. And now
it looks like it has interveinal chlorosis, but is it that, or
no,
is
that's
it
how
the
it
color?
Is. Yeah, wow. But it's actually not even. I found fruit today.
Wow.
And
that's so cool.
It's probably an aglanima.
Wow.
I could be wrong. Don't misquote me, but we had it accessioned.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's definitely not rhodospeda.
Yeah.
Because the rhodospeda's in the Monsteroideae subfamily, and that's not like a monstera fruit.
That's you had to really, go in there, nose in there in order to find the fruit. I mean, as bright as it is, So,
I don't know.
Easily missed on that guy.
Yeah, we've got to figure out this mystery because I think it's beautiful. It was all covered up by ferns, and I've been trying to release it. So there it is.
Yeah.
But
good discovery.
I love it. Well, I do want to talk about one of my favorite plants, which is this cyclanth. It's Korigani Pendulum. It's endemic to Panama, and we have it in the basket, but it tends to hang really droopy and gorgeous and pendant, and it's just such a
nice
cool
silvery
plant.
hue.
Yeah, they're incredible plants. They're one of my favorites. Oh, we have a little tiny. I tried to plant. This is a new planting, so we're trying to see how it's gonna do. But it's Anthurium Pipenum.
Wait, which one? Oh, that one crawling up on the vine. It looks like it's on a vine.
Yep, it's a vining one.
A vining Anthurium.
Yep. Yeah, I thought it was Pacificum because now they just reclassified a subspecies of Phytomoides, but I'm trying to see if the leaves get larger, and then I can confirm. But I'm gonna stick with what it is right now.
How does it stick? Does it have tendrils? Does it have like little stickers on the bottom?
Yeah, it's got little adventitious roots.
Okay.
And it'll stick. It would rather probably want to crawl too, like sprawl. But I just kind of place it and see if it attaches. So far, so good.
Yeah. But now, do the leaves tend to get larger or?
No, that's about it. I mean, maybe 3 inches or so. But
interesting. That was a new one for me.
Oh yeah, it's such a neat species, and like the stems are actually, they have a little texture to them if you go up close, and they're kind of like purpley. It's a really, really neat species. But it does need a lot of humidity, and it's very, very
slow. You have that here. You have humidity. Yeah. I'm sweating. I'm so glad I'm not in front of the camera today.
I know. I'm like, am I just swimming? This is a really neat one. I mean, spathiphyllums are kind of not everybody's jam, but this is a really pretty one. It's Follium, and it's a really unique one. It's super tall, really long leaves, nice texture.
Well,
grows well.
I noticed one blooming towards the Pipenum over there, that by the waterfall. There was one in bloom. Yeah, but these leaves are pretty fantastic.
They are incredible. And we've got baby seedlings. It fruits all the time, and they're all down there. So it's a good one. I love it.
Now, is this a piper as well? These pipers?
That's a ficus.
This is the ficus.
It's a ficus villosa.
A villosa with big leaves.
So, you can see the mature growth up there. So leaves get like longer, and they kind of lose their trichomes.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
I have mine growing in my biopod, and its leaves are like this big, and it's so funny. Throws you off when you see them in
we can give you
form.
more if you want, because it's nonstop. Yeah. If you want more. And we have the Rhapidoptera hayi or hayi.
Wait, what's happening with this guy? It has like these little woody.
Could be like a little fungal issue or something.
It's kind of hardened off. At first I thought it was spots, but
no, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it an Aschenanthus? Or what? Yeah. Thick, meaty Aschenanthus.
All right, we have a really, really neat Anthurium. Well, I think it's super neat. We have
bloom
this
too.
Yeah. So I've tried some. Sorry about that. I've tried some pollination on it with other sections. So far, it's working, but we have an accession that's Beriosa balensi, originally from Mexico, and it was collected there. But I sent some samples to Monica Carson. Well, she came and she collected it, and she's gonna do. She's going to check and see if it matches.
Yeah, so some genetic analysis or something. Yeah,
because there's a whole new mess. Like we learned things that were in certain sections based off of morphological characteristics are no longer.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things coming out. So molecular work is really throwing a whole wrench in the hole.
Is this like a costus or?
This is
or ginger, some kind of ginger?
No. Oh my God! Now I forgot the name. They call it blue ginger. I don't think it's a ginger. I think it's Tradescantia. Tradescantia.
Oh, it kind of does look like a Tradescantia.
Yeah. We do have the bat flower. Where's the? Oh, there it is. I don't know if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, look at that.
The white bat. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
So, Taca integrifolia. Always a showstopper. We've got Aristolochias.
Yes, Aristolochias. Look at it in bloom.
Yeah, so wild.
We have some native Aristolochias, and the pipevine swallowtail is the one that feeds on this plant.
Do they eat them a lot? Is it do they take over? Or?
I don't think they take, the Aristolochias take over.
Yeah,
so I think there's enough
so it's good.
Yeah, it's enough for any kind of swallowtail to eat.
If they keep them in check.
Yes.
Yeah. This is definitely Dicorsandra. So you see the leaves are different.
Like it. We have some native Tradescantias, and it looks just like that.
Yeah. That's definitely one. It's just is more pendant, and that one's kind of upright. We have some cool stuff down here. We opened this up, and so we are trying to let the Coco de Mayo be free.
Yeah.
Finally, so we're working on that.
Yeah.
These are very importantly structural beams, so we're just kind of figuring out the logistics with that. But at least we have a new spear, and it maybe can just start coming out. So.
Oh yeah, you have a ton of stuff down here.
Yeah. So we've got a Chlorospada corrugatum, which is this trilobed thing over there.
And then what's that to the left of that? Is that a schismatoglottis?
There is schismatoglottis, and there's xanthosoma too.
Xanthosoma. Okay. So that one right there. Yeah.
That one's an unknown species. I have no idea what it is, but working on that. Cool. But we got a few nights in 40 degrees, and they came back. So I mean, I'm not going to say that they'll do it all the time, but so far they're coming back, and excited to learn these kinds of things, so we can kind of move things out of protected areas. We got our turtles. I don't know if you want to see the turtles.
Oh, they're out and about. Hello.
Oh man. And of course our incredible BGI.
Are you the plant one on me?
Yes, hi, I'm Summer Rayne. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Awesome.
I love your YouTube.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetie.
Awesome. And I've thrown in some not so popular things, but there's an Anubias there. And another Anubias down there. This is
Why is that not so popular? It's like an aquatic aeroid, right?
Yeah. Oh, and this is a sort of Sperma Mercuzii. Yeah, I think they're also a little tougher to grow, maybe, rather than philodendrons and stuff like that sometimes. But for terrarium culture, I think they're great. They kind of stay like that size. And this is another really cool species. Do you know it? Just guess. I love quizzing people on it because it's one of my favorites.
Well, it kind of looks like a Certosperma.
Yeah.
But it has the spikes on it.
Okay. I know. Okay, it's not even. It's New World. It's
really okay.
Yeah.
So wait, is it? Hold on. Let me.
I got you.
Okay. It. Not of Nephthys?
Nope.
I don't know.
It's okay. I love it because I thought it was a Certosperma. I thought it was old world, but it's Manchacardia or Manchacardia arborescens.
Oh, I would have never known that.
It's South American, and it grows along creeks. It's semi-aquatic too, and it's kind of it's not even related to as far as subfamilies. It's related more to philodendrons. And I can send you a picture of the inflorescence. It looks like a philodendron.
Wow.
And the pollinators are the same, the cyclocephala beetles.
Yeah, the cyclocephala beetles that I mentioned.
Yeah, so it has the trap closure too, like philodendrons.
Interesting. So is it, where on the taxonomic ranking tree is it to philodendrons?
Well, I just know that it's in the subfamily, the Aeroidae, which is huge, right?
Yeah,
but that's all I know so far. I know but you would think it would be like with Lasias or Certospermas based off of its habit.
What is the growth structure? I'm trying to figure. It's like a multi-stem branching / vining, but upright.
Yeah, that's just what they call it, arborescens.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I think this is about as big. It can get about 9 feet. It's actually a small one. There's another species, but we don't have it in here, called Lanifera, and it can get 20, 30 feet. It's massive, just massive. It looks like bamboo, just coming out of the...
Yeah.
But I find it just such a unique thing. I thought it was Certosperma or even, what's the other one? Not Lasia. Anyway, I thought it was old world.
Well, yeah, and then I look at it and I don't, what is it? It looks a bit like a Nephthys swainii leaf.
Yes.
But then nothing, but I think that's old world, isn't it? Or is that new world?
I think it's old world.
Okay, yeah. See, when you said new world, I probably guessed wrong a second time. So
it's okay. I didn't know.
It's tough.
I wasn't sure, but I find these little things this kind of. It's not. I guess it wouldn't be really convergent evolution, but it's kind of. It's nuts how that happens.
Yeah.
A similar habitat, even though they're related, but it's wild. It's great.
I love the quizzes. I love
good.
Getting quizzed. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this one. This is the classic.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually
and we've got 3. Yeah, it's been blooming like crazy. So.
It's great.
It's incredible. Show-stopping. I tried to self-pollinate it, but it's also not
too hard.
I got some seeds, but they're not very vigorous right now. I don't know if it has to do with being self-pollinated, but I don't know if you've talked about this one before, but this is Myconia. This is like the world's most invasive plant or something.
Yeah, in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Not here though, but
no,
in Hawaii,
here it would never, yeah. But I kind of wanted to see what it does, so I've just let it loose. But it's impressive. I mean, it's a gorgeous plant. Unfortunately, it's very efficient.
Yeah.
And this is a really cool tree, Maxalon Nobogin. Sometimes I mispronounce that one, but beautiful palmate leaves, and then it kind of has a flower that just shoots up, and it's really, really beautiful.
Look at these, what are these, like little begonias or what are pileas? What are these?
It is Urticaceae, but it's, well, last I heard it was Procris, but I think they did some more work and they changed it to another genus that is slipping my mind.
Oh yeah, a lot of the Paleonia became Procris.
Okay.
And then, but I don't know if Procris became something else either.
Yeah, I think so. Now, like, Tomatophyllum is basically, no one wants to say the Tomatophyllum.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm like,
back
wait.
to Philodendron, yeah.
We just got used to it. Here's another classic one I love. It's Watermeliency, and it's got the beautiful classic black like spathe.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful plant.
Very goth.
Yeah, that's my jam. Love the goth plants. Oh, we have more Pseudosperma. So here, I want to show you those. I love the aquatic, semi-aquatic ones. I think they're super unique, all their spines. So this is Macrodum. And it's growing, we have like silica sand topped with like mulch, and then whatever organic matter over time just starts accumulating. But it's doing well. I mean, it's constantly getting water. So that's how they flourish. And this might be Timicense, but I'm not entirely
So this is
certain.
also a Pseudosperma.
Pseudosperma, yeah.
Look how how big the sinus is in here.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and it's so like thin. It's like arrow-like.
They have such a cool structure. Yeah. What else do we have going? We have a Nepenthes in bloom. I don't know if you want to see it.
Yes, I'd love to.
But this is our boy. It's a boy. I'm trying to get it in the light, maybe.
Yeah, I got it.
There we go. All right. We got a few pictures down there. There's a really cool Piper that's going crazy. Another Piper. I'm a Piper fan. And it kind of has like an Anthurium shape and the like bullate texture. Also undescribed. Not sure what it is. Piper. It was also a Piper.
I know. You know those Pipers. They fool you when you look at them. You know, a lot of different looks.
They're super cool.
Do you know anybody who's studying Pipers actively?
I think we were in contact with someone who's doing like molecular work on them, and he's Chad has his name. No, I can't remember.
Okay, but somebody is.
And there's like a kind of hobbyist enthusiast, but he's really good at identification. He's out in west coast of Florida that we talk to sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, do you know what this is? He's like, yes, and this, that. So sometimes the enthusiasts are just as good, qualified, you know? So I'm trying out some Clarinerviums as lithophytes because I have seen pictures of them kind of just growing on limestone, and they don't really grow like vertically.
Yeah.
They kind of just crop up. But I was like,
places.
yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
might as well try it.
yeah.
You never know.
So they're doing all right.
This one seems to be blooming.
Yes. It's Anthurium magnificum hybrid.
Varicosum
The
up there. You get a
Warwickieanum.
Warwickieanum.
Yeah, it's pretty hot for it, so it starts to get. It's a really pretty philodendron, but I don't know the species undescribed. It's probably one of the imports from Ecuador, and we don't know. I don't know if you like ferns, but this is a really cool fern.
It almost looks kind of like the alligator-esque type of fern.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is Pyrosia Christii, so I have a bias towards it because I'm like, it's like my name. But yeah,
It's named after me.
Yeah. Oh, more Piper to blow your mind.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's got like this
Funky.
pendulous inflorescence. Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh yeah, I guess that's done. But there's another one here. But
You have your Aglaonema down here.
oh yeah, we got the rotundum. We have this as Potato radiatum, but it kind of looks hybrid-ish. Not quite. And this is a Homelamina.
Oh, is that a Homelamina?
Like, it kind of fools you into being maybe a ginger or something. But it's a...
Yeah, like a Campharia or something.
Yeah. As far as I know, it looks like it has a match to Elmeri, but it stays pretty low. It spreads and it makes a beautiful ground cover. And it's got these like pinkish petioles.
Look at this. Is this the flower?
Yeah, the Spathocarpa.
That is bizarro.
And it's anaeroid.
Spathocarpa. That's a perfect name for it.
Super cool. Yeah, I had to put one in here. We didn't have one, so I was like,
that is neat.
Where it's from, I forgot now. But we have Cercestes.
Oh yes,
mirabilis.
Mirabilis.
Trying to do like a ground cover look, but it throws out the runners. But so if it stays low, it'll keep the silver and it adds a nice like aesthetically pleasing thing to the eye. It just kind of breaks apart all the grain.
Yeah, so. It loses its green if it starts to get more mature, right?
Yeah.
Or loses its silver.
Yeah. I'll see if it climbs up this cacao or not, but we've got the cacao in bloom too. I don't know if you see any flowers. Oh yeah, little tiny flowers and stuff. Oh, this is a really cool palm. I don't know if you talked about it last time. It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
You want to tell us more about it?
It's a Rhapis vidalii. It's from Southeast Asia and it grows off like limestone outcrops. And it stays pretty small. Like, I mean, it can get maybe 6 feet, but it's just bizarre. Its shape you wouldn't really think it's a palm. It's got like very, very fine, beautiful leaves.
Yeah, it's grassy.
Yeah, and it pubs. I mean, offsets. So it's kind of, you can propagate it that way, very slowly, but you can, which is great.
What about this arrowhead-shaped guy?
That's Aglaonema Yanamanoensis. So, New World's probably somewhere in South America is where it's from. A lot of these were called Homalaminas, and then now they've revised that.
Until they revise it again, right?
Yeah, until they revise it over and over. Here we go, more Aglaonemas and stuff.
Yeah, all of your Aglaonemas are like in bloom now.
Yeah,
this is the time.
They're kicking butt. We have these costas. They're really cool.
Oh, so fuzzy. They look like corn stalks, don't they?
Yeah.
It's so funky.
Appropriately named Blissimum.
Yes.
A lot of people think it's like it'll sting you because it's so
it looks
hairy,
like that, but
it's gentle. It's very gentle. But yeah, and it's just everywhere. It's covered in hairs. So this is like these leaves this is a baby actually. It's a baby. They can get like about 8 feet tall or more. Actually probably like 12 feet I think. And it's native to Chiapas, Mexico. No, Oaxaca, I'm sorry, Oaxaca. And so we have this as a seedling from one of our mother plants. And it's just doing its thing. So when the leaves come out, they're like glaucous and soft and pretty, and then they start turning more
Doesn't
green.
it look like a giant maidenhair fern?
Yeah.
Like if maidenhair got hit with a ginormous laser beam and just...
Yep. Oh, look, there's some new leaves there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you got it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's just, and it's got such an interesting form. It's very like delicate, but at the same time, it's massive, beautiful.
Gorgeous. Well, thank you so much for this overview of this tour. It's
problem.
phenomenal.
My pleasure.
Always looking so green and gorgeous.
Yes. They love it here. They love it here. Me too, even though I'm sweating like crazy.
Got the floor to glow.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to Plant One On Me because we have more great tours and plant tips around the corner. And if you're keen to support more botanical goodness, then be sure to hit like, subscribe, or even give a tip. Plus, you may be interested in our latest online houseplant courses and offerings, which you could check out on our sites like homesteadbrooklyn.com and houseplantmasterclass.com. We'll see you in the next video.